Hey everybody, and welcome to the Crushmore, presented by Infinite Discs in Custer, South Dakota. This is the first part of the first round of a pretty intense tournament up in the mountains.
Yeah, this was 27 holes each round of mountain golf, so very challenging.
We got Cameron Messerschmidt from Vancouver, I believe.
Yeah, from Vancouver, Washington. I believe he's sponsored by Gateway.
That's quite a trek.
Yeah, and then we have Justin Cournoyer. He's a local boy out of Rapid City, sponsored by Latitude 64. He's kind of the reason I got into this tournament and was there filming in the first place, so I was glad to film him. We have another Rapid City boy. He's Taegen Wells here. And then we have Lance Bentley, also out of Rapid City. So they're well represented.
Yeah, it's a hop, jump, and a skip away for them.
Yeah.
But to see someone out here from Washington, let's hope he can not let the course brutalize him too much.
Yeah, these are definitely tricky courses. This one's quite a bit more uphill than it looks on here, and is actually very deceptive that way in real life, too. It is a lot more uphill than it looks when you step onto this tee box. It says it's 281 feet, but with that uphill and having to play this hyzer, it's a fairly long feeling 281 feet.
Seems like a relatively tight gap. Is that a Mando up there?
No. No, you're allowed to go either side of that tree. That's actually my umbrella.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like it was raining a little bit here.
Yeah.
Two good first tries.
Yep, and that hyzer line is a very effective way to go, but it takes a lot more power than you would expect for a shorter hole like this. These guys are executing it pretty well. Cameron got kind of a bad roll after hitting a tree, but Lance is going off to the right a bit here. He should be wide open, but it'll be a scary
Didn't get
putt.
that fading on it. The lightning delay right after drive number one.
Yeah, they threw their drives, and then it was a good 45-minute lightning delay.
Man.
And then we were right back out here.
Great bid after a 45-minute wait.
Yeah. Lance, like I said, that's kind of a scary putt.
Ooh.
It's easy for that to just take off if you airball it.
He hit just enough chains to stop it
Stick
from going
close,
off there.
yeah.
Justin was parked.
Yeah, Justin and Taegen both got a really good look and then had to sit there waiting to make this putt for 45 minutes. Probably about an hour by this point after the walk back and the 2 minutes and all that.
You know, with these two pars here, that's really no harm.
No. And a decent start to the round. Like I said, that's a tougher hole than it looks. The trees are... You got to hit that line really good to get where Taegen and Justin got to.
I've never even been to this course, so I'm excited to see what
It
all
really
it
is a
looks like.
beautiful area, so it's worth going to.
It looks like another short little par 3.
Yeah, this one's a little short downhill one. Very guarded green. And this sidearm play really is the play, but being downhill and short, it's easy to overjuice it a little bit.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough coming in from there.
You almost want to saw off a shot on this hole.
Yeah, it seems like from the gap that it'd be better off being short.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looked great, though.
Got a little bit of a skip, so... Ooh, and a bit of a roll.
Ooh. I'd say I niced him, but this is recorded. That looks kind of
That
tight.
looks like a nice angle. Oh, and got a little tree love. That's parked. That almost seems like what you're hoping for is to just catch one of those trees and stop you.
Yep.
Lance didn't really get stopped either. With given the rain that we were going through, you would be thinking it'd just knife right in. Justin had a pretty tough look for a 2. But
and it looks like Taegen had some trees to contend with.
Oh, Lance just a little low.
The only really open putt out of all of them was Cameron.
Yeah, like you said, short is kind of the play.
From
Little
the tee,
tree
I thought
love.
he sawed it off completely, but that was really not bad.
Yeah.
Everyone else is just going to clean up pretty simple pars.
Yeah, which is almost expected, you know. You don't expect too much damage on a hole like that.
Justin did have a good save from all the way back behind.
Yeah, he
all
did
those
have to
trees.
get through quite a bit of stuff. He kind of had a little bit of an alley, but it'd be easy to still be left pretty far back.
Hole 3 looks like it plays uphill as well.
Yeah, it's a little uphill. It's not a lot uphill, but it does play uphill, and it finishes kind of tucked to the right there, making it a pretty tough hole.
That's looking pretty decent.
Yeah, that's about what you want to do. Little
A little
long.
deep, yeah.
Didn't catch Justin's drive from the tee, so
Nice straight backhand.
yeah. And that's what you need if you are throwing a backhand on this, something that's just not going to fade out. Sidearm plays pretty well for it.
Decent shot. That angle kind of forced the anti-skip.
Yeah, and then Lance taking kind of a less traveled route.
Ooh, but now you see why it's less traveled. It's very guarded toward the end of the flight.
Yeah. But he did get himself there for a putt.
Yeah, he's definitely... Yeah, I mean, Cameron was out,
Yeah.
and he made his putt beautifully. Fantastic.
Yeah, that was a nice putt. That was longer than it seemed.
I guess Lance is closer than I thought because Justin's still out.
Yeah.
A little bit low. Dead center, still a decent putt.
And those trees are actually pretty close to the basket.
Ooh.
See, there you can see them there.
Yeah, he set himself up nice, actually.
Yeah. It may take the ace out of play, kind of, and the park job completely out of play, but for the most part, it doesn't seem like too bad of a way to go.
Coming back after that flare, cleaning up their pars. Walking away. There's a lot of shorts in the beginning to warm the arm up.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Like I said, that first one plays kind of long. If you don't have a fairly long arm, it can be difficult to get to, I think. They were all throwing like fairly fast discs, so not really fairway drivers. So this one's a bonus hole. It was added for the tournament. It's not one of the normal course holes.
Looks like the fairways haven't quite been beaten into shape yet.
And then that road back there is, you can see it's painted off here.
So we got some OB deep on a short hole.
And had a spectator up here watching.
Just chilling too.
Yeah.
A little pulled over maybe.
Yeah, that might be a tough second shot, tough approach shot.
See, I like this high option. Ooh.
Until it clips something.
Yeah,
then
I mean,
you're still in.
Even the low option's bound to clip something.
Yeah.
But the
You
spike,
get more turn.
I want that spike to stop the
Yeah.
OB, you know?
For sure.
Lessen the chance of OB at least. But now he's actually pretty far out.
He's got that nice tunnel though. That was played nicely so it didn't glide out of bounds.
Looks like Lance got some branches right in his face to contend with.
Yeah, a little more open than I thought he'd be, but definitely gave him a clean
Ooh,
shot.
talk about branches in the face. That
Yeah.
looks... Hey, great out. Cameron for the last birdie opportunity.
Yep.
Ooh,
Oh.
don't... Okay.
Yeah, definitely always that fear on these mountain courses.
Well, the best basket positions are always right on the slopes.
Yeah.
Hey,
So this
no,
one...
no sarcasm.
No. This one, everybody's going to end up cleaning up their pars. Really, as tight as that hole was,
Yep.
I doubt there was a whole lot else going on that hole.
It's a bonus hole, so you know every route is a local route.
Right. So hole 4 here. This is our first par 4. It's only 397 feet.
Looks pretty tight though.
But yeah, it's definitely a tricky one. This is not the basket we're going to right here. The basket we're going to is up here a little further on the right. So it's a really tricky line.
Yeah, it is.
And there is some roots if you have the power and if you hit the line just
that
right.
Looks beautiful.
And that will definitely get him a look at an easy 3 and a chance at a 2 if he wants to try and take it.
Oh, a little too high.
Yeah.
Hitting that
Justin
branch
started
right
a
off the
little,
tee.
and it never really flipped up. But really, that's not too bad, especially with the roll down the hill.
Yeah, we'll have a pretty easy look for a 3 there.
Yeah, it's pretty easy approach shot from there.
Ooh,
And that one
that's
just didn't
gonna
check
keep
up.
Sailing down
Ooh,
the
that
hill.
tree hit a tree, so that'll help him. He'll at least maybe have a look.
No, too wide.
Oh, and hit something. I saw it fall off to the right
Yeah.
there.
It hit pretty high and just kept fading out to the right.
Oh, and that's a pretty steep hill down there.
I can see that now.
Yeah.
Taegen has a pretty tough shot down there. Pretty tough lie, at least. Oh! Off
Gave
the
that
pyramid.
a nice look. I wish it had stopped before it rolled behind the tree, but that was a heck of a shot. Seeing Justin getting up there, he was just a putt from where he was, so let's see
Hammered
if
for the eagle.
let's see if he can ring this up. Oh, he kind of had to go over something there. And
No harm,
still,
no foul, though. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't believe anybody equaled this from what I saw in the stats.
Yeah, it doesn't look like. And just this hole would be a pretty amazing eagle to get. Cameron having that good of a look at it was very impressive.
A couple birdies. The unfortunate bogey for Lance there. Had some bad tree kicks.
Yeah. That's definitely kind of the theme of mountain golf in a lot of ways, though. If you get one of those early tree kicks, it's tough to save par from there.
Good hole.
Yeah,
Good hole.
really. I mean, brings Lance back to even, but you know, everybody kind of picked up a stroke there other than that. Hole 5 here, 257 feet, again kind of uphill, and a fairly tight line. I mean, there's some other gaps, I'm sure, if you want to get creative with it. Doesn't look like the basket was in on that flyover, but sidearm's definitely a good choice.
Yes, it is. Justin, I'm fairly certain will always stick to that backhand.
He's got a pretty good sidearm, but I don't see him use it as much lately as I have in the past.
Ooh.
Maybe because he overjuiced that
maybe
side arm
it's
on
raining
2.
like crazy right now.
Yeah, we definitely were having some rain issues.
Ooh, great backhand. They didn't get the roll. I couldn't tell.
Yeah. Oh, that was a little shorter than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, he's going to be in a tough spot.
Justin for a long 2. Oh, off the top? Or was that off a
that
branch?
Was the branch or the flag?
Oh, yeah, it could have been the flag. Taegen for his par. Oh, he was giving it a good bit. Oh, and it didn't roll too much. It was trying to.
He's still out, though. That rolled way more than I thought it did. I think he just got afraid of it, really.
Yeah,
got in his head.
It does happen. Justin to save his par.
Ooh, and that's a sketchy putt right there.
Yeah.
Cameron for the birdie. No!
Oh,
no! Good comeback. I'm gonna get to you. Taegen just needs to find that backswing, you know?
Yeah. And you're going to have holes like that on a course like this. I mean, it's almost inevitable. There's always a little bit of luck involved, you're right. And you got to be ready to come back from those downfalls. It's tough, but it happens. So this one says 288, but it is very uphill. And it plays quite a bit longer than that.
I think it's uphill the entire way.
Yeah.
And nice shot.
See, and as you can see, the basket's actually a little further up on the hill as well. The drone footage must have been to a shorter location.
Possible slip. Maybe going for that left line on an Annie, but...
Yeah. Oh. But like you said, with the rain like this, it's hard to know if it was an intended line or not.
That looked pretty good.
Yeah, that looks really good. Actually a little deep.
Is that Roto B?
I don't believe so. I'm not sure on this hole.
That was a pretty decent bid from that distance.
Yeah.
Taken for a 2. Seems like it's the rain that's the issue.
It definitely was making everything tough. And it kept coming and then stopping and then coming again.
Lance tried to sink that par save, couldn't quite get it. He'll take the unfortunate bogey on this one.
Yeah. Cameron makes a nice birdie putt, though. Gonna loan Taegen his mini. Must have left his in the bag.
Right. Don't want to run all the way back.
Yeah.
It's probably under the umbrella over there.
Yeah.
Decent putt.
Indeed.
Average a par for the card.
Right. Definitely a good birdie to get for Cameron there. He's got a nice start going, 4 down through 6.
Hopefully Lance can bounce back. There's a lot of golf left, even in this round alone.
Yeah.
We got 21 holes left, so
definitely a lot of chances to make that up. So this one kind of plays downhill, as you can see. The long pin isn't in place, but gives you an idea where it'll be at.
A little short on that one. Might have hit a tree.
Yeah, clipped a tree there on the right side.
Ooh, clipped a tree right in the middle of the fairway. Ooh.
Yeah. Got a nasty
bad
kick to the left. Hopefully he's not too buried in there. I've noticed a lot of this course so far has really favored the sidearm. Except for hole 1, for the most part, and hole 3A, you really benefited from having a good sidearm.
No, he hits the same tree that Justin hit, it looked like, but he got a better action off of it.
Yeah. Here's Justin trying to come out from there.
Ooh, puts himself in a bad spot, but he covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, he got himself up in the area of the basket.
Oh, man!
Even
Around
caught a
the
little
tree.
bit of branch on that.
Huge
Boom.
putt.
Running it in from way back there.
That was awesome.
Yeah, you always love to see that. Okay, and Justin will have a pretty easy 4 from there. I mean, not what he was drawing up.
Oh, another big birdie.
Yeah, Lance driving one home.
Just sneaking in on that left side. Hey, in is in.
Yeah, and especially from that far back, that's a nice little
Straddling
bonus.
around a little tree.
Yeah. Oh, and Taegen almost stringing it up. Left himself a little work now, though.
Not too much, but he's been kind of shaky from that distance.
Yeah,
But
there we go.
him sinking that might help him kind of dial that in for the rest of the round.
Sometimes that's all it takes is to get a good one to
he
stick.
had like 2 or 3 in a row that were just kind of, they seemed unconfident, but that was nice.
Yeah.
And Cameron is starting to have a decent little round here.
Yeah, Lance is back to even, and yeah, Cameron's making a move. Drops Justin back down to 1 down, but that's still only 4 away from Cameron, and there's a lot left to go.
Hole 9, 326. This one looks not quite as tight as some of the other holes. Until the end.
Yeah, for the most part, it looks like you can just throw kind of a stall hyzer out there. Yeah, something about like that. That should give him a perfect look. He's not even putting back towards the drop down.
It looks like it's a little left.
Oh,
B, no.
Yeah, that road is out. That might be a little wide.
Yeah. That's kind of the tree it seems you have to choose if you're going to go right or left of.
Right.
Go for the big hyzer around it or try to go straight at it like they did.
Yeah.
Justin kind of faded out a little early there, and he might have some stuff in the way.
He might.
That was a great upshot.
Yeah. Lands here from about where he went out of bounds.
Yeah, it's painful. I didn't even know there was OB on this hole.
So, okay. So Justin had a look, but you could tell that tree was crowding him a little.
That was a long bid.
Yeah.
A nice birdie from Cameron.
Just stacking him up right now.
Oh, no. Whew.
Yeah,
almost
that
had the
one
same
squeaked
issue.
in.
Maybe that's his sweet spot, though. I mean, low left is actually a decent spot to hit.
Sometimes, yeah, for the most part. Which is where Justin just put his too. Yeah, I've had more spit outs from the right side than the left, it seems like, depending on how high I hit them.
Couple bogeys on that hole.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not what you would expect looking at that hole in the flyover.
But, you know, a little wide, hitting some branches, it changes things quick.
Now this one is a tricky one, and it's, if you go OB, which is the road and beyond, it's straight to the drop zone, which is under that tree to the left.
Oh, so close.
And it's a short one, so that's easy to do.
Real touchy. You basically have to just hug that water tower.
Yeah.
No! Don't tell me I'm gonna see what I don't want to see here.
Here's
okay, that's better.
And he sticks it and just right by it.
It seems like he just barely threw it. Oh. No.
It's such a tough basket placement for that OB.
Oh, that's kind of a...
And then this is a pretty scary putt.
Oh, but he sinks it. That's his range right now.
Right? And it wanted to cut through, but it caught it.
At least you're not throwing like directly at the OB. If you're doing like a backhand putt, you're going to be fading away from it. Good bid.
Yeah, good run at it there for sure.
It was about like a 40-footer, 45-footer.
Around that, yeah, somewhere in there.
Uphill. With the demoralizing fact that you're taking an OB stroke.
Yeah.
That was a great birdie for Lance, though.
Yeah.
And a huge par save from Cameron.
Yeah, no kidding. Gotta love seeing that. Just like, okay, drop zone, just put it in. Well, and then this hole, you don't really see it on this time, but we had about another 20-minute lightning delay.
Oh, gosh. All right, everyone start stretching again. The sun's coming back out.
Yeah. And as you can see, this one is...
It's another really short par 4, but where's the fairway?
Well, technically, the fairway is more to the right. You want to throw it kind of... Well, that does work.
Yeah, well done.
And I mean, that's totally okay. But the more normal play is more to the right and playing it as a dogleg left. More like that. And actually a little more right, kind of throwing it over that porta potty there.
That fairway you're talking about, like the line you're talking about, like that.
Yeah, like that. And then you have a fairly nice look up the hill from there towards the basket.
Oh.
But if you do that, you're in trouble. And Lance has got through and is in great shape, I'm pretty sure, so... It's however you see a line you can take, then go for it. That's the beauty of this kind of golf, is you get creative with it.
Right. Well, sometimes you have to.
Yeah, sometimes you have to, sometimes you get to.
That was a good up from Justin. Looked like he couldn't even see the basket from where he was.
Seeing Lance is in pretty good shape here. He had just a short pitch
up
there.
That shot kind of had me worried for a second there, but it turned out pretty good.
Oh. Without that branch, that might have had a chance. Oh,
Same
and that
thing.
one too. Oh,
no.
Stop.
No.
Oh. Gives you a feel for how steep some of these hills are. You don't really see it as much on the video. Hard to get a real feel for those angles on video.
Nice birdie for Justin.
Yeah, you can see it was kind of through that tree. That was tough.
There was a lot of putting through that tree.
Yeah.
That's right there by the basket. How can you not?
Yeah.
Good
that was
putt.
a great save from there. Taegen lining up his par. Nice to see that one stick.
And Lance is parked for the birdie.
Yeah, that line he took definitely cut the corner and made that a easy looking par 4, but I didn't really see a line through there myself, so that surprises me he did. So here's hole 9B.
Yeah, it seems like anything over like 390 is a par 4 on this course, just due to difficulty.
Yeah, definitely. When you start adding in the elevation and the tighter lines, the tricky greens, I think they seem more favorable than they really are.
Right. On paper, it's like really a 411-foot par 4. And in practice, you're like, can I get a par 5, please?
Right?
But that was a great drive from Lance.
Yeah, that definitely was. That might actually be getting up there for a putt.
I was going to say same with Justin, but no, not quite. Hit some trees.
Yeah.
Not looking too bad, though.
Cameron stayed a little straighter. He's not quite getting the bends, so he'll be...
Coming around the backside?
Still looks like he's in pretty good shape, though. And I mean, these guys all have pretty good arms.
No.
Oh.
And it's only like 440, but it's pretty downhill from the look of it.
Yeah. It's just a really tricky line, the way you have to finish kind of up onto those rocks up there. You can see it there
Chopped
now.
his second shot kind of into the ground. That's
That
a decent upshot.
Yeah, that should give him a look. Justin just trying to spike one in around there.
Right into it.
Oh, dead center on that.
Yeah. And just dropped it straight backwards.
And you were right, he did kind of have a putt.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
That's it.
Phew, that was a tough lie there. Could never see where that was going. Oh, he never got that up high enough.
No. There's a lot of those little tiny pine trees growing up all over the place, and they seem to be getting in the way of a lot of these putts.
Yeah.
At least in the heads of the players enough.
Right. And there is a lot of those little trees. The greens, for the most part, were kept up pretty nice, though. I mean, you didn't have a lot of stuff in your way on the greens.
And
Little
Lance,
stuff that you could get around. But
Lance seems to start to be making a comeback.
yeah. Yeah, he's made a move in the right direction. So, hole 10 here, which is actually like hole 13. Is a par 3, 368, very uphill, and a very tight fairway again.
That is intense.
And again, if you have a nice sidearm, it would play well. The backhand hyzer plays well, but that one just never really seemed to flip.
No, and that's going to probably be a very tough upshot.
Yeah. That's the angle you want to see.
And the height and the distance. And that
Yeah.
pretty.
A little short maybe, but definitely up there looking at it.
And, oh.
He must have clipped something there, because that just got knocked down.
That was looking like it was going to be good.
Oh, and that's too flat. That's okay.
Ooh,
That's alright.
If he's on the good side of those trees,
Right. That's a good point.
it's hard to tell from this perspective. No
Oh.
bad kick.
Man, that took a heck of a roll. So yeah, he got mostly to the good side. That'll be alright. And Lance actually wasn't in too bad a shape either.
No.
Nice easy upshot from there.
Alright, let's see if Cameron can save this par.
Right?
Yep.
Boom.
Oh my god. He is on it.
That was a hell of a putt again. That's one way to do it. You don't have to take bogeys if you can save your pars like that.
Or make birdies.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh. It was still a heck of a drive.
Good attempt, too. Just a little left.
Yeah.
Par frame.
Yep.
That looked like one of the harder holes, too. That was Not
Definitely a tricky hole. I mean, I think there was tougher ones, but that one should definitely rank up there, I bet. So hole 11 here, 315 foot par 3. Finishes right up here on these rocks.
a beautiful course.
Yeah. And I love rocks, so that was always a big bonus to me, getting to check out all this cool rock formations.
Looks great. I thought he tickled some branches up there, but he got through them.
That's looking pretty nice too. Just a little bit of branch hate there.
Ooh,
That was early. That
did that
got
just sneak through?
Dude, I think
Wow.
a little putt from there.
How?
got sneaky with it.
This one, yeah.
What
is going on?
Wow. Nice approach
up.
there. Stop. Okay.
That's reasonable.
Still decent. Can't believe he actually had a chance at the par
That is
there.
nuts.
Or the birdie, I mean. Justin putting for birdie. Oh,
He's so close.
yeah. Just
He-
not
we
quite
had
connected.
Lance, not so much.
He knew
felt
that right
as
out
soon
of
as
it.
he let
Yeah.
go.
That was a nice par. All right, that hurt. That roll didn't hurt him. He's no harm done.
Honestly, after the plinko off the trees, it was a good save.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's cleaning up his
Talking
par.
about that gap, probably like, I don't know how I made it.
All right, so hole 11.
You know,
Another par frame.
for it's a mountain course, it's probably a somewhat grueling hike and all, but the holes seem more technical and tight lines than something like Big Bombers. So it's not like a crazy hard on the body tournament. It's more of just keep it steady, keep it going.
Yeah.
Some of these guys are doing really good at that during this first half.
The hard on the body part was that all of us are soaked from
Soaking
the knee
wet,
down.
cold.
Yeah. So it's been a trial and continues to be so. So hopefully you'll come back and join us for the second part.
See ya.